3 Cori-Steel cutters is stuff of like literal nightmares. But here's the thing. I will be back, and we will take you out with High Noon. Any part of that. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Got the High Noon. Let's go! Let's go! Land! Let's go! High Noon for the win, baby! High Noon! Let's go! Cori-Steel cutter, you've cut your last steel. Let's go! High Noon, we take it! Alright, yeah, looks pretty good to me. Go ahead and keep this up. Lightning Helix, in my opinion, pretty underrated. Pretty underrated. It has been performing relatively well. I do think a little bit of life gain goes a long way in this deck. I have tweaked it so hard. I've lost a lot of rank trying to make this work, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and grind up. I think I finally got it like fine-tuned and high-nooned where I want it. Let's see what we got. So here we go. I mean, we got the answer. I don't know if it's the answer necessarily, but it's the answer to this deck. A lot of these decks don't actually run the slick shot, so this is going to be kind of problematic. I'm pretty much just going to sit here until they commit to it. Because if you tap out for the Enduring Courage, you're basically... I didn't want to see that. I did not want to see a stock up. Just because, obviously, they can sit here forever. If they stock up, get land, go for Storm Chaser's talent, and they can just crush us in card advantage, and eventually I'm going to have to fight. You know, the Parlor, I think we can probably go Parlor here. Well, actually, no, because... Well... We have two... we'll go Parlor here, because we have Burst Lightning and Torch the Tower. I think we'll keep that. We kind of want all the cheap removal. Honestly, this Slick Shot Show-Off is proving to be really annoying, because if they didn't have Show-Off specifically... Because I have to respect it. I can't just like tap out when they have a Slick Shot Show-Off. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let this go. I am main decking a Braid. And High Noon. 2 High Noon. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead. We can go ahead and rip this off. They would specifically need Spell Pierce, in which case, whatever. Well, I guess they could Monstrous Rage it. But I'm pretty comfortable with doing that. I don't think there's really a whole lot to do here. Yeah, it's just that Slick Shot Show-Off, because honestly, even with Cutter, we could probably be a little more committing to the board, but now that they have Storm Chaser's talent, I would think, honestly, there's no reason for them to flinch. Like, they might just go in for a, I'm gonna let this go unless they get crazy, which they don't. I would just go for stock up if I was them. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. And honestly, it's the right play. 100% the right play. They're just going to bide their time because they're going to crush us in card advantage. I'm thinking about just dropping down the Courage. If we can get into the Overlord, like, you know, kind of nonsense here, that's fine. I think we're already... I'm not going to lie to you. I think the game's close to over. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer or a defeatist. I'm just being a realist. We're gonna have to at some point drop this. I guess what I could do, if they go for something Cori-Steel Cutter, blah blah, I can take the Courage, the Cowardly Dog, block the Otter, and then torch my Courage to sacrifice it to bargain to go in for Slick Shot to block the Monstrous Rage, because the Monstrous Rage will get a 3 toughness. So I think this is our only play line, because if we just don't do anything, they just are gonna draw a bunch of, like, I know it seems crazy, like it's like, why you're tapping out, but it's like, I promise you, it's not going to work if you just sit here and let them stock up talent, stock up. It's just not going to work. So we have a better sideboard. They're going to probably take game 1. And that's just to be expected. I hate to say it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, pass to attackers. That took a long time. Yeah, I think we'll just pass the damage here. We're going to keep the Courage. I guess this is the right move. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. We're kind of just playing a bleeding battle of nothingness because they got a crush and card advantage. I don't think we're gonna be able to remove any single thing here. I'm just gonna try it. If they do something funky here, we can just Lightning Helix on our own turn. They don't actually. It's kind of surprising to be honest with you, but it's okay. They know that they just have us demolished in card advantage. They know it. So, but But I mean, there's just nothing we can do here. I mean, we can't drop down the Overlord. Like, it's just not going to do anything. So, Cori-Steel Cutter, number 2. Sure. I'm gonna let this resolve. I know that we have the Lightning Helix, and we should probably do this before it gets too big. But I mean, we're basically just drawing dead at this point. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. We lost this match 100%, but I'm gonna play it out. We will see if this is the brew to end all brews, because I think we can actually take this on with our sideboard cards. Obviously, this is kind of the reason why we are in Boros colors. I guess we'll just try and pick you off here. And they decide not to like rage or anything. Sure. I'm just gonna go for a torch, I guess. Again, they're happy to do this though. They know that we are dwindling our cards down. We have no way of drawing cards. We have no way of really doing anything, honestly. We can just kind of kill their stuff, but then their stuff's just gonna come back. I mean, they've got 2 Cori-Steel Cutters, so even if they do, they don't, but it doesn't really matter here. I guess if we top deck into a land, we got a little bit of a hope here, but most likely they've got a either a Flood Maw or a whatchamacallit. So this is cool. This would be cool if we were playing a more like, you know, a Golgari or something, but right now it's just, you know, yeah, they're gonna either Flood Maw it or this time it big enough. We get our damage in, no haste, but you see the vision. The haste with the Enduring Courage would have been pretty cool, but 3 Cori-Steel Cutters. I am completely tapped out. Okay. Here's the thing. Cori-Steel Cutter. I think we're pretty much safe to just concede here. 3 Cori-Steel Cutters is stuff of like literal nightmares. And I honestly don't want any part of it. I got 15 life. But here's the thing. I will be back. And we will take you out with High Noon. And we're going to see just how big and bad these Cori-Steel Cutters are on game 2 and 3. Show off. Yeah, I don't want any part of that. Let's go ahead and get out of here. All right, that was absolutely miserable, but now we got some High Noon action. It was absolutely miserable. Can't even lie about it, but here we go, baby. As long as we got High Noon, I mean, we should be relatively okay. Let's waste absolutely no time. Get rid of you. A lot of these prowess decks, they do come, believe it or not, in some form of variation. Some of them do come with the Slick Shot Show Off, as we're kind of seeing here. Some of them run Vivi, some don't. Some actually don't even run the Swift Spear anymore, which is kind of wild. I'm going to, well, I mean, I guess we can kind of just wait here. We do have a Braid, so I don't know if I want to tap out for a second High Noon. It is worth noting that 2 High Noons is not the... That's kind of unfortunate. Maybe I should have just gone in for a second High Noon. 2 High Noons actually is relevant because they can't flood. If they Flood Maul 1, obviously, well, another one is existing. But if they go for this town ain't big enough, then obviously they can eventually full pay it and then bounce both of your High Noons. But got a pretty good start here. I mean, anytime you have got a High Noon into a Screaming Nemesis, what... Oh, that's pretty bad. Damn, that's pretty bad, actually. Okay. I guess this is more mana efficient, so let's go ahead and drop this. This is kind of hard for them to deal with. The Overlord's hard for them to deal with because it is... If they're running Spell Pierce, it's a creature on the stack. Even though it's not, like, really a creature when you impend it. It's a creature on the stack, so you can't Spell Pierce it. So, go... Looking okay here. Another stock up. That's not, like, amazing. But it's not awful either. What they can do... You know, they're probably just looking for, like, their bounce stuff, right? High Noon... Or not High... Jesus. This town ain't big enough for Flood Maw. Because they're gonna have to just... You know, thwart our plans to some degree. Alright. Got the Parlor, which is kind of awkward. I really wish this was untapped. Because then we could go for Nemesis. And then hold up, like, the Braid or something. That's okay. We got enough land, so obviously being that High Noon, I think this is like how to maximize High Noon, because if you're not in red, obviously some Azorius decks seem to like want to play High Noon, and I think it's kind of dumb because you want to be able to do damage as well. So if you can, I mean, Lightning Helix, Burst Lightning, Screaming Nemesis, Overlord, etc., 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 and then you can use High Noon to finish the game. So I think being in red adds High Noon's like ceiling a lot higher. Whereas if you're like Azorius Control and you just like put High Noon in, it's just not as good because you're not dealing damage. You can't pop it. That damage aspect is not there. I think this is, if you're going to run High Noon, this is what we want to do. But I guess I'll have to show you. We might. And Storm Chaser's talent. Okay. Well, that's your play. I mean, they can activate their ability, but that's okay. Now we got a Get Lost, which is actually really, really nice, because obviously Get Lost will, nice little trigger on the talent if they want to get crazy. See if they want to do anything crazy here. No. I mean, I'll deal 1 to your face. That's fine. They have successfully nullified our Screaming Nemesis, which is gross, but I actually am going to play down this High Noon. This is really nice, though, because our stuff, we have instances, so we can still go for Get Lost on their turn. As I said, they got. I would assume they have. See, there you go. Okay, there we go. Now we're really put to the test. All right, our feet. It's in the fire. It's in the Overlord of the Boiler Bilge. I'm nervous, obviously, but we still have to Get Lost. So, like, I don't think. Even this is the worst case scenario, and even so, I don't think we're cooked necessarily. VV is not good, but we do have Get Lost, so we're gonna Get Lost rather than a Braid, because they're gonna just fizzle it if we go for a Braid. I think that's the time to do it before they like get their like presumable Spell Pierce. If they just don't have a Spell Pierce here, we're good. Okay, whew, we're good. All right, we're maybe. Actually, we're not yet, right? Because they could still VV. Blue. No. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah, if they had Spell Pierce there, which they might not even be running Spell Pierce. I might just be hunting ghosts here. Wow, we take game 2. Round 3. Fight. Let's go. Okay. This Fire Crystal keeps showing up. I am running 1 singular. This is actually really good. Authority. I'm a little nervous about our lands here, but Authority into High Noon. What was to say? As long as they don't have that Spell Pierce, which I haven't seen yet, so. But yeah, Fire Crystal. I do like the Fire Crystal. Obviously, being able to, you know, it's like the clunkiest, slowest card in our deck, but being able to go for the Overlord. Obviously, you see the vision there. Pretty cool stuff, but. 1 singular Fire Crystal. I didn't actually. Okay, we are looking good now. Thank God we got into our second land or third land, excuse me. But High Noon. Oh man, I really hope. Just no, do not Spell Pierce me. We have to just go for it. We can't just not play the High Noon and like hopes that they tap out for stock up or something. That's not gonna work. Okay, whew, we're good. Because if we just like, oh, I'm just not gonna play it. It's like, well then now they go for Cori-Steel Cutter and then a cantrip and that's it. Like then you just lose. So you have to commit to the High Noon there. You have to. Because if they just Cori-Steel and then just opt or slide a hand with their 3 lands now, and you're sitting there like, now I can resolve my High Noon. It's already too late. So if they have the Spell Pierce, I think they just win. And that's how you have to play it. But fortunately, we do get our way here, and now we're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Go for Nemesis. I mean, we gotcha. We gotcha. Let's see. I mean, this is definitely. I'm very invested in this, seeing what's gonna happen here, because I built this deck literally High Noon, just to kind of anti-meta-ish deck. And like I said, I have literally tweaked this deck so hard, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, by the I'm not a big rank yanker, but. I do, everyone likes to win, so I do kind of want to climb this back up. And I think we can do this with this deck. I do. I've been testing it a lot off camera, but you can't really test it on the play queue that much because a lot of people are running like more casual stuff on the play queue. So like you kind of just have to test it on the ladder. I hate to say it. It's not great. We still get to deal 3 damage, so we don't come out empty-handed with this. So that's pretty good. Sure, whatever. But yeah, we got 3 damage. It's not bad. And we get 3 damage from the swing. So, like, this is not bad. Down to 11 already. We got 2 red Overlords. Again, we have to watch out for those High Noons. Or into the Flood Maul. Not High Noons. Why do I keep saying High Noon for this time ain't big enough? I've done it like 3 times now. Come on now. This town ain't big enough, or Flood Maw. If you can, I've noticed this, like, if you can get 2 of the... Wow, okay.
Fine. Just have to stop.
Alright, that's no problem. I mean, we're up to 21 life, and like Lightning Helix, so... Let's say they have Into the Flood Maw. I should wait. I should wait until I attack. Let's have them commit. I do kind of want to attack you, because you draw cards, you create... I don't know. I think it's better. I know they have 11 life, but let's try to, like, maintain control, kind of. This is good. Now we can go for Overlord, and we don't have to worry about anything. Again, this is a creature on the stack. You can't spell pierce it, even if you had it. I don't think you can give a Planeswalker hexproof, so... Thumbs up. We could just Flood Maw. I mean, what else can you... Or Torch, I guess. Be that as it may. That's fine. And now we're just going to hit you for 3 again. I mean, you're getting low. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. My High Noon can pop you for 5. So... That is... Oh, this is that... Wow, they actually... It's not often you just see the Sauna go first. Oh, okay, come on. I guess... We could go High Noon and then Lightning Helix on their own turn, but I'd rather do this because we just get guaranteed 4 there. So if we just top deck into a land, we win. If we go for High Noon and then Lightning Helix on their turn, they might spell pierce the Lightning Helix, and that puts them out of the kill range. So this is okay. This is your play. Sure. I mean, they can go ahead and activate the ability. But that Storm Chaser's talent has been High Nooned. Sure, this is your play for your turn, of course. Stock up slow. That's not bad, because stock up, you can't even activate that until next turn. Damn it. Okay, I was going to say, if we just top deck into a land... I think now, well, this is our only play, right? I'm not going in for the Fire Crystal. That's silly. Let's go for High Noon. Number 2. Opt, sure. So this is your one. This again, we have the other High Noon, so they can't spell pierce even if they were to get it. Nope. High Noon, baby. Oh, I'm starting to feel pretty good here. We got 2 High Noons and an Authority. This town ain't big enough. You could bounce the High Noons, but even if you got like Slickshot Show Off and a Cori-Steel Cutter and yeah, Authority is just gonna put you in your tracks, and then we just replay the High Noon. And we got Overlord impending. I kind of even forgot. We got 2 Overlords impending too, so. Okay, so they're going in for this town, but they're only targeting one of the High Noon. I mean, okay, so our other High Noon's in place. That's it. That's it. I kind of... Don't you just love seeing Cori-Steel Cutter squirm? So I'm going to do it for the... I'm going for the face here. If we just top deck into a land... Well, they can't count... Unless they have, like, Tidebinder, which I highly doubt. But I mean, they can't really counter an ability because we have to sacrifice the High Noon. It's not like they could, like, Flood Maw it. If we top deck into a land... It's just over. My turn, sure. Unless they do it now. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense if they want to like Flood Maw it or whatever, or this town ain't big enough or whatever. Because they know that if I top deck on a land and High Noon's on the battlefield, it's over. But here's kind of the funnier part too. Nah, damn, it's all right. No, okay. So the High Noon actually double High Noon actually kind of screws us up in this regard. Okay, no counter. Because we can't double High Noon, obviously. We drop 1 High Noon, and then we're High Nooned ourselves. So, I can't double High Noon. But here's the funny part. If I can find a way to torch, we might not even need the High Noon. Overlord coming out to play. Our fish might just be able to take it. I kind of forgot about this. That is actually unfortunate. That is actually like the perfect kryptonite for us. Because obviously that's not an ability, or it's an ability. So that it gets around the High Noon. Kind of forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie to you, unfortunate, but if it's dead anyway, we might as well do this. And let's go ahead and scry for a land. Damn it. Alright, if I can just get into a land. They still might do some bouncy stuff. They haven't played their turn yet. For their turn, they still have 1 spell to play. Stock up. Okay, so this is their turn. This is their turn. Obviously, Obviously, if they put a stop at my upkeep, which I'm assuming they'll do. But we do have another Overlord now. Like, we have another Overlord. Come on, baby. Steaming Sauna. We got the High Noon. Let's go! Let's go. Land. Land. They didn't put it up. Land. Let's go. High Noon for the win, baby. High Noon. Let's go. Cori-Steel Cutter, you've cut your last steel. Let's go. High Noon, we take it. If you want access to my deck list, make sure to join the channel on YouTube as a member or sign up on Patreon.